Let's get to it. All right, Qualcomm, let's get those numbers first. So Q4 EPS 269, that's versus an estimate 256, so that is a beat. Q4 revenue 10.24 billion, Street was at 9.91 billion, so also a beat. Let's spin ahead, importantly. Q1 adjusted EPS 285, Street was at 305. For Q1 revenue, they're looking for 10.5 to 11.3 billion. Street was closer to 10.54 billion, and you can see the reaction. They were popping about 10% in the after hours.
Yeah, and a couple other things to mention there. That the buyback here, $15 billion worth.
Wow.
That's definitely not hurting matters here. So a $15 billion stock repurchase authorization on the part of Qualcomm, sending those shares higher. If you break down the company's business, so phone-related sales, its licensing business, chip licensing business, still the biggest part of its business. That business up 12% to $6.1 billion, slightly ahead of analyst estimates. Automotive chips up 68%. That's been a big growth area for them, although it's still a relatively small part of the business at $899 million. That was ahead of estimates. And then Internet of Things chips, connected devices, about $1.68 billion. That too was ahead of estimates. So the two smaller but growth areas of the business, those performing better than estimates.
Yeah, a couple of big themes on the call you're going to be listening for is one, when executives talk about the smartphone market, what does the handset market actually look like in the quarters ahead? That'll be interesting. How well positioned does Qualcomm think it is to keep leveraging this mega AI trend? This ARM litigation will for sure come up. What happens there? I think you have plenty of analysts who think it will end here with some type of kind of eventual settlement. And also, of course, reports we got, Julie, that Qualcomm could be kicking the tires on Intel. Is that brought up, and if so, do they provide any color and commentary?
Right. The reporting was sort of that they would wait until after the election. We're after the election, so maybe the clock is ticking on that. We'll find out what's going to happen on that front. A quick reminder, too, for Qualcomm investors from Cristiano Amon, who's the CEO of Qualcomm. They've got an investor day on November 19th. So he said, we will provide an update on our growth and diversification initiatives at that investor day, November 19th.
All right, mark your calendar.